What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Huff Tuesdays. Huff Tuesdays on Blunts and Discussions. I'm your bro host, Bride,
I'm Noop.
and you are muted, sir.
And I'm Kamikaze.
And
What are we
this
doing?
is
And this is Blunts and Discussions. You know, I was going to say that, but you said Blunts and Discussions after, so I was like, oh.
Oh, I threw off the whole thing, huh?
Yeah, you don't want to overdo it.
Yeah, that's true. I blew it. Sorry about that. Shout out to everybody in the chat.
Damn it. Got to it first. I was just going to say that shit.
Oh, my goodness.
People got here early. Happy to see all those red icons instead of the Facebook ones. Everybody's coming over watching us on YouTube. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, share it, put it on your page so other people can watch it. And I'm very high right now, you guys, for some reason.
I swear. Higher than usual.
Higher than usual, but just high enough for the show to continue.
That's how we roll.
So
Shout
everybody's
out
in the chat.
Hi,
Shout out to the chat.
Punchline, Brain One. Yeah, definitely a beautiful day. Kazi, what you smoking on, G?
Smoking out some of this amnesia. Or something like that. I don't know. I forget.
I think it's called amnesia. I forgot.
What y'all smoking on?
I'm what did I say this was? Cabela's.
I got that shit at Cabela's now. Like Cabela's coming up.
Cabela's comes in the Cabela smell-free bag, or whatever the hell it is. Odor-resistant bag. Cabela. Peanut butter. What y'all got going on for 420, huh? We're gonna do a 420 show, y'all. It's gonna come out on Thursday.
It might not make the 420 smoke session, but it'll come out on 420. Is what we're aiming for 420. You know, you can't not celebrate 420 with blunts and discussions. You know what I mean? Like, it's only right. I don't think we had. What were we doing this last year?
I don't recall when we started.
I
don't know when we started either. But I don't think we did this last year. I don't think we might not have been doing the show yet, but it's kind of hard to remember 420s for some reason. Marijuana affects the memory.
It does indeed.
It's 420 every day. Every day. Every day.
Yeah, well, glad to hear your recovery went well, brother.
Yeah,
God, you got that amnesia.
But I don't recall.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother him because he keeps forgetting about it.
It's a clean slate every 2 minutes.
Yeah, I am. Seriously. I'm pretty high right now. Higher than normal. I don't know how that happened, but it did. Shout out to everybody in the chat.
I'm not high enough. When people say they're too high, I say I'm not high enough.
It was that video. That shit fucking took me to the moon.
What are we talking about?
The video. The kung fu shit.
Oh, the kung fu shit. Oh, yeah. Oh, God. Yeah. That killed me, bro. That killed me.
I'm not about to do it again. Nope.
Yep.
I'm not gonna laugh. Shout out to everybody in the chat.
Yeah, everybody in the chat, make sure you tune in on 420, man. We that's just gonna be a good show. I assure you, it'll be a funny fucking show.
Yeah, well, bruh,
don't do it.
Don't do it. Y'all don't want to say that's so unfair to the.
No, just save it.
All right, if you do, I'm not watching because
no, you don't have to
laugh for 5 minutes straight.
Let's not run it then, man.
The people showed up for Huff and Puff, man. They want to hear some music. They want to hear some
That is true.
Let's jump into it.
praise.
All right, let's jump into it.
Maybe
man.
we'll do it at the end or something. We'll take it out with the fucking.
Yeah.
It'll take us. Yeah. Stick around for this hilarious ass video.
Yeah, we'll keep it in the chamber just in case we need it.
I don't know if everybody will find it funny. I mean, yeah, I don't know.
There's always a chance somebody might not, but
I'm sure somebody will not. But we've
Took
came
me
this
out.
far.
yeah, well, yeah. All right.
All right.
I'm trying to. Who we got going first? I need
First
the
up,
banners
we
up.
get-
Nope. Let's get it going.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
First up, we got Cash Monet. Track is called Big Stepper.
Cash Monet. The name of the song is called Big Stepper. All right.
That MP4.
All right. Huff or Puff, y'all vote in the comments.
Big steppin', big stepper. I'm with the shit, it's whatever. Big steppin', big stepper. I'm on their necks on the pedal. Big steppin', big stepper. He come through with the Beretta. They fuck with me from the J to Marietta. I'm steaming, I'm hot as a kettle. Big steppin' wherever. Big steppin', big stepper. I'm with the shit, it's whatever. Big steppin', big stepper. I'm on their necks on the pedal. Big steppin', big stepper. He come through with the Beretta. They fuck with me from the J to Marietta. I'm steaming, I'm hot as a kettle. Big steppin', whatever. I'm a big stepper on the map. Gucci bitch, but I know some niggas in the trap. Fruity zips cause it's fresher. And no, we ain't frontin' no extra. He got the bells and they better. I blink like my bezel. I'm hot, I'm steaming like leather. You bitches are light as a feather. I'm heavy like metal. Gone, I'm sneaking in traffic. Hop out the whip with the action. He think I'm attractive. I think he should disappear magic. And all of my bitches wear satin. We come with the fabrics. Counting up money, a habit. Go hard on these niggas like rabbit. He pay me in carrots. Treasure me, I need a parrot. I'm a tiger, she a ferret. It ain't no comparing. Stingy, no sharing. Always on point with my nails and my herring. Always on point when these bitches be staring. I run this shit, I'm the sheriff. My diamonds be glaring. Can't let a bitch get the best of me. I got the recipe, better quit testing me. You playing checkers, this chest to me. Only street you know is sesame. He so obsessed with me, fuck it. His pockets be blessing me. I'm on a roll, ain't no catching me. Swear on my soul, I'm a blessed be. Swear on my soul, I got extra heat. If a bitch come with some extra beef, I don't do that. I need extra cheese. I'm so addictive. Amphetamines, don't lose your money, just bet on me. I'm trying to turn to a better me. I need my broccoli and celery. Bitch, mind your business, stop meddling. I'm in their head and I'm stuck like a big steppin', big stepper. I'm with the shit, it's whatever. Big steppin', big stepper. I'm on their necks on the pedal. Big steppin', big stepper. He come through with the Beretta. They fuck with me from the J to Marietta. I'm steaming, I'm hot as a kettle. Big steppin' wherever. Big steppin', big stepper. I'm with the shit, it's whatever. Big steppin', big stepper. I'm on their necks on the pedal. Big steppin', big steppin'. He come through with the Beretta. They fuck with me from the J to Marietta. I'm steaming, I'm hot as a kettle. Big steppin' wherever. Wherever I go, I stand out. Don't get caught begging, no handout. You gotta work for this shit. Move work for this shit, or you better stand down. Female, but really the man now. They mad cause I'm getting bands now. You can't get shit from me shopping at Tiffany's. Let that hoe go cause I had an epiphany. And you wasn't in it. I'm about my cake like Lil Debbie. I been it. Smoking my purple like Webby. I been lit. You bitches is Urkel and I don't let squares in my circle. This comeback gon' hurt them. I told them I'm coming already. My bitches be soft like spaghetti. We rolling in Chevys with niggas with grills and guns. You fuck with us, it won't be fun. Bitch, I'm number one. And you number two. When I get to stepping, I know that it's evident that I like diamonds and bosses like presidents. He can't let go, he need me like medicine. Yeah, I get wretched, but really I'm heaven sent. Ain't talking money, then it's irrelevant. I want it all, for me ain't no settling.
Well, what y'all think, man?
I'm not mad at the track. I felt like the verses outshine the hook though. I feel like maybe you could have bedazzled it up a little bit or put some I don't know, but at the same time, the simplicity of it. I wasn't a fan of the mix necessarily, at least on the vocals, but like I said, I'm puffing it.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. What's going on, Shanny? Yeah, you know, I'm gonna huff it, man. I'm gonna huff it, but I didn't think that it deserved a for me to huff it right in the middle of the shit. There was parts in there that was like, yeah, it sounded like she was getting off, and then there was parts in there that sounded like she was losing the time, and the bars weren't very strong, and then it just sounded like kind of like I was saying last week, man. Like it was like it felt like the feeling felt like I've heard this song 5,000 times, you know. So, you know, it was you know, it wasn't terrible, but you know, it just wasn't, you know, I'm not playing it again. So, and I thought about huffing it a couple times, but I'm like, there's parts in there that seemed like they weren't so bad. So, but at the end of it all, I'm gonna huff it. Sorry.
Shit. Or what? Where does that leave me? Because I feel pretty much the same. I kind of, yeah, I have the same reaction as Ride, man. Like I don't know. There was talent in it. There was catchy shit in it, but it seemed like at other points it lost momentum. The writing actually was solid as far as like it was consistent all the way through as far as like the setup or you know the delivery and the structure of the writing. But and I like the chorus and the beat, but the beat seemed like it could probably use more of the production, the mix, and I don't know if it was necessarily the energy of the delivery more than it was the words itself, but it just felt like it lost momentum at certain parts. And like Rod said too, man, it's not coming from a super inspired spot. Like it's not a creative song that sticks out more than the next song would stick out. You know what I mean? Like Rod said, you've kind of heard this song before, even you've heard it a million times. Like
you're goddamn right.
Damn. Huff or puff, Duke?
I'm gonna huff it.
Yeah, I couldn't hear anything you said.
I'm gonna huff it. I'm gonna go ahead. Man.
2 huffs to 1 puff.
Kill that noise, man.
Shit. Woo! We gonna get the shit now.
Shit. Yeah. Shit.
Yeah. That's better than that last one I had. Remember that one?
Yeah.
Saving that one for somebody that really deserves it. Hey, I was gonna say, this dude, where's he at? Yukon J, man. Check him. Y'all should check out his page, man. Yukon J, if you're still here, man, drop the link to that video. This dude right here did he took Kamikaze's, basically he took his whole song, My Fall from Heaven, the video and everything, and made his own little beat and made his own little video mixed in with Adam Sandler's Little Nicky movie. It was all right. You know, thought it was all right, bro. You know?
I thought that shit was fucking weird as fuck.
It was weird.
It was weird, man. Like it was funny, man. Like it's funny for sure. Because I mean, even I'm actually a Little Nicky fan, and that's not easy to say because most people think that movie is fucking garbage. But that was like one of my cult favorites, man. But I don't know. Maybe it's just because we put so much effort into the video, and then like to see it like ripped apart and put into other contexts. It's like a director seeing somebody else's cut of something. And you're like, what did you do to my cut? What did you do to my fucking my shit?
Let me see. So I guess hold on. So I guess there's a little problem with doing that. Fuck it. I'm gonna put the link in here, y'all. Go ahead and check it. Go ahead and check it out once we wrap on up, man. It's not bad.
Yeah, it should is.
That was Yukon J.
Yeah, it changed the whole vibe of the song.
Yeah, I didn't know it was him. I thought it was somebody that wasn't kind of familiar with the show because I think Yukon been around in the chat.
Who did the
Yukon?
Oh,
or did he submit a song?
He's kind of recent, man. He's kind of recent.
He submitted some shit though, didn't he?
I don't think he did. I don't think so.
Can't remember.
Amnesia. Fuck it. All right, moving on. Who we got next, bro?
Next up, we got Pomona Dre featuring Sue the Ruler. Track is called Broke Ties. I think I said that right on the feature. Sue the
All
Ruler.
right. Promote. What'd you say? What is it?
Pomona Dre featuring Sue the Ruler. Track is called Broke Ties.
Huff or Puff, y'all vote in the comments.
How? Where you get this, Dre? Nigga, I hold my own. Better hold my own. Nigga, I hold my own. Press again and we gon' press again. Yeah, I spent my life on these instruments, expressing on my faults and my innocence. Flying with a mob, we moving militant. We the leaders of the lands, you niggas immigrants. Pop the trunk and make it blow like an elephant. You know what's up when you decline the nigga settlement. If it ain't about us moving forward, it's irrelevant. Constructive criticism, but still I'm arrogant. That nigga ain't got no blur, we don't let him in. Them niggas can run up on us, we gon' press again. Yeah, we press again and we gon' press again. Verse everybody, I got niggas making best again. But when you were there for me, when you were there for me, when did you ever care for me? When did you keep it real? I ain't splitting shit with a nigga I need to hold back. I ain't doing shit for a nigga who ain't gon' own that. I can't do shit with a nigga who ain't got no back. I can't do shit with a bitch who ain't got no ass. Going hard on the bitch cause she excited. I sense the fraud in the nigga like I'm psychic. Don't get involved with a nigga if I don't like him. Regardless, I'm a bald nigga, they don't like it. I'm a bitch shot, tip top. Nigga telling me you get 10 shots. Bet not, headshots aimed at your head now, nigga. Red knots, money on your head won't just get shot. White chalk don't sound like you made it, nigga, guess not. Sound like you made it, nigga, guess not. When you ever here for me? When will you ever there for me? When did you ever care for me? When did you keep it real? Love, you become a witness when you see my vision. Couldn't face reality, now we releasing pigeons. Running up in that house, it was a life decision. Cause getting money, fuck these haters, that's no religion. They got brody faces time, nigga, free and fast. In order to move forward, gotta free the past. Yeah, life be a cold bitch, you get your freedom snatched. Don't you end up an old nigga when they release your ass? I can't help myself, nigga, for a long minute. Hungry, can't help myself, nigga, I want all of it. Shit, but I gotta ride around with this man on me. Niggas playing friendly, I don't have no homies. I don't mind, but when will you ever hear from me? When will you ever there for me? When did you ever care for me? When did you keep it real with me? I don't mind. How? Where you get this, Dre?
Huff or Puff, nope.
I'm gonna puff it. I got some opinions on it, but I think overall that's just vibing, man. Like, I don't know if that's an instrumental as far as like if
It's
they
just going
made
at the speed, right? It did feel pretty good. So you pointed that out.
what the outro.
Yeah, I was feeling that shit.
Yeah.
All right, sorry. Well, go ahead. So
No, like I said, I mean, I got some things that I may have heard differently. Like the first couple times through the chorus, I didn't really quite get it. Like I got the vibe, but I didn't really hear what the chorus was supposed to be like. So I was thinking like that could have been either accentuated or done slightly different or arranged differently. But by the time that it got to the third chorus, I was kind of ready for it and listening for it, and it did have a vibe to it. But I think it kind of slowed shit down, especially on the outro. Like you're talking about the outro, like it had a vibe too, but with everything dropped out, and you can't really hear, something accentuated with the chorus, the singing part. Yeah, it's just I don't know, something about the chorus. I feel like it could have been maybe different to make that beat, like, because the beat fucking bangs. Like the perfect chorus over that would just kind of accentuate the beat a little more. So, but overall, I'm puffing, man. That's a green light.
I'm gonna puff it. That first verse was strong. His energy was on point. I don't know if that was Pomona Dre or Suda Ruler. I'm guessing it was probably Pomona Dre. Whoever the first dude was, he came off. He killed that shit, man.
Yeah.
And then it slowly went into a decline after that. As far as energy wise, it just was going down. It was just going downhill, man. So
a little bit. It wasn't steep, but maybe just.
Yeah, it was enough. It was enough for me to huff it, though.
Huff it?
Yeah, I'm huffing it with an H. Yeah.
Okay.
Thought the beat was strong. The first verse was strong. The next two after that, bro, it was a pretty steep slant for me. Like, it was a shame too, because the beat was slapping. But somebody said, who just said that? Somebody said, yeah, like the song's so forgettable. I don't remember a single line. Like, yeah, I don't either. I don't.
Well,
but
I'm gonna puff it. I thought the verses were dope. To me, the hook had something to it, but it really sounded like it was background, something behind a stronger hook or something, or put that as like a bridge or something. Because like Nuke said, by the third time I heard it, I was ready for it, and then I caught the vibe of it. But at first, it just sounded scrambled. It sounded like just two lead vocals doing something and not necessarily. I was waiting for like that strong hook that felt put together, because the verses I feel like deserved that. I wasn't mad at what the hook was, but it just wasn't my favorite part, because it just felt like those sounds should be carrying something else that's more upfront as a hook. Is all I felt. But the verses I thought were dope, so I'm puffing it. So I think that's 2 puffs to a huff.
2 huffs and a puff.
That music
2
sounds
huffs
like
and a
shit.
puff.
I like it.
That was the wrong one. Sorry about that.
Damn.
That wasn't. You didn't deserve that. That was the wrong.
I thought it was tight. It needed a stronger hook, for sure, in my opinion.
All right, who we got next, bro?
All right, next up, we got Kiss the Kingfish. Track is called Braids and Fades.
Kiss the Kingfish. Kiss the Kingfish, Braids and Fades. All right. Huff or Puff, y'all vote in the comments.
Yeah. Said I'm riding high.
Told you money come quick when you're on your own shit. Consequence of getting rich when you learn to take a risk. Young nigga get the gist of making bread out of piss. Smoke Dutch and reminisce about my homies I miss. Man, we already rich. Patience, low key for this. Chop it up with my pops in the legs. I knew one day we'll make it. See, we made it this far. Backed up on bills, still gotta pay off the car.
Praise and face, candy bang. Down south we taking money to the bank, sipping on some drink and sticky grain. I got a couple of friends and a lot of fools. If you like the way I bring it, play it, this ain't cool. Get money, hey, get money, yeah, hey, get money, hey, get money, yeah. They call me Kiss the King. I know you hear the funky beat. I'm about to do my thing. Spitting this Texas slang, rolling with my nigga low, swinging lane to lane. I don't know about you, player, but I'm on my grind. Ain't got time to be broke, y'all. Money on my mind. You got the whole world in front of you, so don't get about that phone. The choice is yours, man. Go and get what you want. Yes, candy paint. Down south we rolling candy paint. Down south we taking money to the bank. Sipping on some drink and sticky green. I got a couple of friends and a lot of fools. If you like the way I bring it, play it, this ain't cool. Get money, get money, yeah. Get money, get money, yeah. Get money, get money, yeah. Get money, get your money, man, yeah.
God, I commit all my works, so now I charge for a verse. I got some scars from the turf, staring at the stars from the dirt. Barefoot, I ground to the earth. Know what I found on that search? That's when you go, but shine like diamonds. It's refining the work. Vibrate high, check the magnetism. Ride around with low stir, having conversations about algorithm. I say from braids to the fades, to the waves, to the dreads. We all got a crown that we gon' use to get ahead. We in the wind.
Raising face, candy paint. Down south we taking money to the bank. Sipping on some drink and sticky green. I got a couple of friends and a lot of fools. If you like the way I bring it, play it, this ain't cool. Get money, get money, yeah. Get money, yeah. Get money, yeah. Get money, get money, yeah. Get money, get money, yeah. I see you hustling, man. Keep on getting it on and get your money, man. Don't let nobody stop your shine. Don't let them stop your grind. And you will have it all in due time.
That motherfucker slapped.
Puff, hey, was that him rapping and singing?
I don't know, but I started.
Bruh, whoever that dude's voice like brought me back to a time like you don't hear that often these days. Like that.
You know what it reminds me of, bro? I Need a Woman. That's that voice that we were talking about. Like that. Remember you were saying like it ain't like the I need you, girl. It's like I need a woman. Like yeah. Motherfucker sound grown in a motherfucker. Like yeah. Old soul. That's it for sure. Old soul. Smooth.
Yeah. The tone of voice brought me back to like the Into Deep days and like I don't know.
Well, it obviously sounded like Nate Dogg a little bit, but it had more soul than that. Like it was almost like
I didn't hear Nate Dogg at all.
Like older than that. It was even more like, you know what I mean, like Isley Brothers type like vibe or some shit. Like
that Barry White. Yeah.
Yeah, Barry White.
Yeah. That you know what had that Jack Ripley.
Yeah.
That was that Jack Ripley
Jack
right
Ripley.
there. Well, I don't know, Jack. Yeah, Jack, you don't know Jack?
No, I do. I'm just saying that I'm tripping because I don't know. He had that tone that I haven't heard for a while, and he like nailed it.
There was part of the verse where it kind of sounded like some Outcast shit to me too. Like
I don't hear the Nate Dogg though. It reminds me of like this artist that used to be on people's shit. His name was like Lavetti or something like that. I don't know. I could name a song, but you probably wouldn't know what I was talking about. But I don't know. You just brought me back to the sound. I'm sure there's other things that it reminds me of. I'm just not thinking of it off the top. But
man, what's that fucking Nate Dogg song, man? It's like, I need a light so I can smoke away my pain.
I don't feel a Nate Dogg from that, because what I'm hearing before I even really knew who he was, this brings me back to like, I don't know.
Well, I guess nobody hears it the way I hear it.
Yeah, I like Nate Dogg never even entered my mind at all. Like I didn't hear. I don't know, man. I don't know. It sounded like. Yeah, I don't know, man.
You reminded me of like the Bay Area music, like back in the day.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I was almost hearing like some Texas type shit. Did somebody say something about the South in there?
Yeah,
I don't know. So. Just his accent and everything sounded like.
Not now that you say that, I think so.
Yeah. Either way, I'm guessing all three Puffs though.
Yeah.
Yep.
I had to reply to that email because I want to know who was singing that shit.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
We got a lot of people watching. Enough people hitting the damn like button. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Hit that shit. Chances are you're already subscribed, but if you're not, hit the like button. Come on. Anyway, so I need to run. Go ahead and run that. And I'll pull up this other one, bro. Run the Puff. Thanks.
Oh, you talking about now?
Yeah, now.
You're running now.
Oh fuck!
And it's gone.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get it.
Here, man. I'll just fucking bear with me, folks.
Who's coming up next?
Yeah, well, shit.
Are we ready?
Nope, we're not ready.
Well, once again, shout out to everybody in the chat.
You got to be ready.
Jesus Christ. That's Jason Bourne.
That bought us some time.
Yeah, I had to run something, man. You ain't playing. You ain't got nothing going for me, man. Like, hold on, bro. Where the hell is it at?
Because we're on the wrong channel.
Oh, that's what it is too? Sorry about that. Well, something's got to happen here. I don't want to expose people's. Oh, here we go. Let's break some news.
And we're back.
All right. All right. So up next, we got who, bro?
Next up, we got Articulate featuring Afterlife, The Oracle. Track is called Peace of Mind.
Peace of Mind by Articulate. Right? Articulate. Peace of Mind. Huff or Puff, y'all.
On the beat, brother.
This life is a blessing, but everyone has left me. No one sticks around, I give the best me. All alone in this world, always and forever. Girl, I'ma die alone, no reason to be together. Don't you hold my fucking hand, cause I know you gon' let go. I shouldn't even get close, but did from the get-go. So now I'm looking stupid, guess that's what I deserve. Now I'm drinking and driving, about to hit that fucking swerve. Ignore my learning curves, I'm just mentally ill. But I got on medication, now I'm mentally chill. I made something for nothing with hard work and prayer. You didn't even take the time to peel back my layers. I just want to lay down, purge my feelings and cry. I feel so fucking temporary in everybody's lives. I'm like a family dog that was turned into a stray. Feel like I'm not good enough to get someone to stay.
I die for you, right in the depths of night. I lie for you, only you stay by my side. You'll find your peace of mind.
I make you laugh and I eat you pussy good, but you don't relate to me, cause I'm from the hood. But I'm a good man if you would only let me show you. It's no hard feelings, baby, I still wanna get to know you. I'm a little heartbroken, but it's whatever. I thought you were the one that I'd be with forever. Even if we're not together, I hope that you stay happy. But I'ma keep spitting in my white tee and khakis. I hide behind my lopes now that I cut off my beard. I miss your sexy legs, I miss us getting weird. You made me forget about my bitch of an ex-wife. Perhaps I'll meet you again somewhere in the next life. I still want you in my sex life, cause that pussy was nice. I could've fell in love with you and made you my wife. It's just the wrong timing, I guess I'll see you around. Don't forget to call me if you ever in my town.
I die for you, right in the depths of night. I lie for you, only you stay by my side. I promise that you'll find.
Yo.
You'll find your peace of mind.
There was a girl that I knew from a long time ago, but I was young and naive, so I chose to let her go. My heart glows for you, girl, but you don't let me show that my love is true for you, boo, but your heart is cold. The hardest roads we have walked led us in different directions, but now they've intersected and my love was resurrected. Evanescence, what you're left with, but I have a message. Like the tattoo on your chest, girl, I think you're precious. I'll be waiting if you ever want to fall in love. You make my heart beat fast, it's better than all the drugs I ever tried. I never lied, I feel the love inside. For you when our eyes collide, it's hard to say goodbye. I never hurt you again, I promise I'm not a liar. Let the ice be melted in our hearts because I have the fire. Though I'm down, I doubt that you would ever marry me. Deep down, I just want you to know that when they bury me,
I die for you, right in the depths of night. I lie for you, only you stay by my side. I promise that you'll find your peace of mind.
Ryan, what do you think?
I was just saying that, yeah, we can talk over that long instrumental taking us out. I thought that I liked that chorus, and then I did like the beat too. And I didn't think the words were bad, bro. They were all right, but you sounded very loud. You almost sounded distorted. It just, I don't know. Like I didn't notice. I thought you were a little loud at first, but then when I heard the chorus come on and she was right where she needed to be as far as volume wise, then the rest of the song you were just loud as hell. You know, to me. Nobody else noticed that? Nobody can piggyback on that one?
Yeah.
It wasn't my favorite mix.
I'm going to puff it, though. I'm going to puff it, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a puff it too, man. I think it could definitely use some somebody put in the comments like it could use some spice. Like it needs some build up in the production, the mix, even like maybe even relaying and shit, because it definitely tells a story from verse to verse, and it's from a point of view that makes sense. Like structurally, the verse and the content is there, but there is something about it that parts that seem like it's I don't know, because it kind of sounds like it's almost supposed to be spoken word, like you're kind of reading a letter and shit. Like it actually kind of gave me a little bit of a vibe of Stan, the Eminem Stan song and shit. But that's just from my, that's what I have to draw from as far as my fucking reference. But yeah, I liked it, man. I think it could probably use.
Well, we almost made it through an episode without Nuke bringing up Eminem. We almost made it through a whole episode.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, 41 minutes isn't bad.
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. No, if that's where you, yeah, for sure, that's where you're drawing from. Like, yeah, for sure, man. I get it. What was it? So, Kazi,
yes.
Did you vote?
Did you say Huff or Puff, Nuke?
I'm a puff.
So that's 2 puffs so far?
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm going to puff it too.
Wow.
I liked thought the song as a whole, it wasn't my favorite mix, but that first verse, like it caught me a second. It took me a second to catch your vibe and the way you were rapping it. But bro, you said some real shit. I don't know who that was on the first verse, but you hit me in the feels with that shit. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm puffing it though. Everybody did their thing.
All right. Well, that's the 3 puffs. Everybody cover your ears or take the phone away from your face. I still haven't gotten around to fixing the volume on that. Sorry.
Fucking.
Shout out to everybody's eardrums.
Sorry about that.
In fact, never play this again.
Yeah. All right. Who we got coming up next, man? Let's see what's going on.
All right, next up we got Trash Panda featuring Black Mask. Track is called COTB.
Okay, what is it? Who is it again? Trash Panda featuring who?
Black Mask.
Black Mask. Name of the track, COTB. Huff or Puff, y'all vote in the comment.
Every day I wake up and cry. I just wanna wake up and cry. Every day I wake up and cry. I just...
That boy is Benny Honda.
This nigga always crying on the block. Sick of hearing sniffles, pussy probably get us all shot. You can hang around the gang, probably pee when you squat. Better go to work, nigga, homie saying you a cop. Better get from on the turf. Baby mama giving birth. Wonder where the daddy at and everybody see concern. Grandmama call my phone, missing 20s out of purse. Why the fuck you skipping ready? Get on everybody's nerves, that's a fact. Grandma, I'ma tell you where he at. It's tax season, he probably let him with a rat. A fat breezy, the kind you won't put in your lap. Really that easy, he make it seem on every yap. It's a rap. Homie, you can't come around the hood no more. Cause everything you been on, it just ain't it. Plus Granny said I get your room, I see you soon. So tell everybody over there you ain't shit. This nigga always crying on the block. Why this nigga always crying on the block though? He ain't never push a line for the block. Hit the line, niggas line like you're not home. He ain't never get no time for the block. Get it crying for the block, homies ride, he did not go. And every single time he was out cold. So grandma had to kick him out the household. Every day I wake up and cry. I just wanna wake up and cry. Every day I wake up and cry. I just wanna wake up and die. Every day I wake up and cry. I just wanna wake up and cry. Every day I wake up and cry. I just wanna wake up and die.
Catch a nigga crying on the block. Eyes full of tears, but you still getting shot. Crying with the Glock, blowing nigga top. Fuck his baby mama, got me crying in the twat. I be on a money mission, bitch, I'm getting cash. Crying like a motherfucker, but I beat your ass. Bitch, I put it on the set. It's tears, this ain't sweat. Nigga post a triple debt and watch his brains disconnect. Nigga put it on the gang. Crying when I slang, crying when I bang. Crying on the train, crying in the truck. Nigga, what the fuck? I'm crying on the slut. I got the tears and leave it up, and then I'm diving in them guts. I be really with the shit. Revolver Riddick, see the clips. I keep you punching in the whip. You got me crying like a bitch, like you dying like a bitch. 100 shots, 100 drugs, like 1121s.
This nigga always crying on the block. Why this nigga always crying on the block though? He ain't never push a line for the block. Hit the line, niggas line like you're not home. He ain't never get no time for the block. Get it crying for the block, homies ride, he did not go. And every single time he was out cold. So grandma had to kick him out the household. Every day I wake up and cry. I just wanna wake up and cry. Every day I wake up and cry. I just wanna wake up and die. Every day I wake up and cry. I just wanna wake up and cry. Every day I wake up and cry. I just wanna wake up and die. I'm with the 101, this is my house. I heard my grandma yelling that from upstairs. This nigga always find a shit to cry about. Out of all my cousins, he the one that's always right there. Where you at? Man, he's a kiss ass for show. He ain't got no type of hustle, he just get cash from hoes. He just eat ass and go, thinking he bad but no. So I'm on the pen and pad, knowing he mad. I'm cold, I'm a he-man, the flow. Watch a C-SPAN, I leave that alone. Need a pre-snacks, I need that to be at my home. Got my feet up, a weed sack, and granny just yawn. So you know what that would mean? I can max and get gone. Homie, you can't come around the hood no more. Cause everything you been on, it just ain't it. Plus granny said I get your room, I see you soon. So tell everybody over there you ain't shit. This nigga always crying on the block. Why this nigga always crying on the block though? He ain't never push a line from the block. Get the line, niggas lying like you're not home. He ain't never did no time for the block. Get a crime for the block, homies ride, he did not go. And every single time he was out cold, so grandma had to kick him out the household. Every day I wake up and cry. I just wanna wake up and cry. Every day I wake up and cry. I just wanna wake up and die. Every day I wake up and cry. I just wanna wake up and cry. Every day I wake up and cry. I just wanna wake up and die.
I liked it until that last die at the end.
Oh, that was my favorite part. I just saw the curtains closing and the light turning off. Everybody's sitting there like, what the fuck was that? You know, it sounded like a song, but then it sounded like you were a disgruntled cousin at grandma's house, mad because the other cousin was doing some shit you weren't doing. I don't know. Did anybody catch that?
Yeah, I know what you mean. What'd you think, Note?
I liked it, man. I thought it was it was a fun song. It kind of jumped around a little bit. I think the verses actually complement each other and shit, like, because yeah. I think both of them kind of were matching the same kind of energy, but never heard of Trash Panda before.
Yeah, he's got to delete that last die.
That beat was fire though.
Yeah, it was.
I really like that beat. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and huff that.
You puffed it, Duke?
I'm puffing the shit out of that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to huff it. This all GP, man. I don't know. It sounded like somebody else I've heard before, man. You know.
That shit was fire. I was gonna put the fire shit up early. I don't know if I thought we were all on the same page there. I didn't know we were getting. I thought this was a 3-puff for sure.
No, was that? That's the 2 huffs and a puff.
Oh man, y'all are too hard on people, man.
He did say another one, but we're gonna wait for Thursday to play that. Or should I play it now?
So it's 2 huffs and a puff?
2 huffs and a puff.
That music sounds like shit.
I like it.
Well, the second guy on that track just outshined the first guy in the last verse.
He said, "Watch his brains disconnect." That's my favorite line.
Yeah,
that probably was the most memorable line in the song.
Yeah.
Nah.
Had the grandma come in talking about it's my house. This is my house.
It was a little lyrical acrobat type fucking flexing going on in this song. I think it just kind of had that energy. I fucked with it. I should get like a vote and a half, so this is like a tie or something, but I don't know. Moving on.
I'm huffing it.
I liked it.
I liked it. Yeah. I liked it. Yeah. Well, it wasn't bad, man. Like I said, it was just that first guy threw me off. Reminded me of fucking Nate Dogg.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Sound like Nate Dogg. The whole first verse.
Yeah, just the first verse and the last verse just sounded like Nate Dogg, and I don't know. There's a lot of Nate Dogg influences going around tonight.
The mix wasn't my favorite. at all.
It did remind me of Eminem.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you're not alone. Slim Shady. Chat's lit tonight. Shout out to everybody in the chat.
Trash Panda.
Trash
That was
Panda.
the name.
He's got another one.
Yeah. Are we playing
Not
that
Trash.
other one?
Trash don't have that.
Are we gonna play the other one?
What's the other one?
The other one.
Oh,
The one with the thing. The one with the guy.
The guy, you know, the guy with the fucking thing.
Yeah. The other one.
I thought there were other ones. I thought there was going to be like a couple of those type of weed songs.
Yeah, let me see here. Did we already play that Let's Match?
No.
Nah, that was for the 420 shit.
We can do a pre 420. It's like a pre celebration. Since we're live.
Oh.
I don't know. That means we got to smoke some more, and I'm pretty high right now.
Yeah.
No.
Because he just says, yeah.
Did we play the other one?
We do.
Yeah. I got
The other one. I don't know if we have another one, folks.
Oh, you better pull one out of your ass. The chat's lit tonight. Kazi busted freestyle, bro.
Oh, soundbite. Damn it.
I got a video. Should I play a video real quick?
Yeah, go ahead. Run the video.
This was an extra blunts and discussion topic we never got to.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Run it.
It's not going to be that one. It's a different one. I think this was on World Star Today.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. Let me get the...
Pull it up.
Shout out to everybody in the chat right now.
See what that says? The future of the music industry. AI technology generates a fake Drake and Weekend collaboration track. And it doesn't disappoint.
Well, playing. I believe it. That Eminem was crazy.
You made the beat and everything?
I came in with my ex like Celine, or the flex, bumping Justin Bieber, the fever and left. She know what she need, or she blessed, giving my best. I got my heart on my sleeve with a knife in my back. What's with that? 21, I love them. Now my
Copyright?
It might be. But
See,
so that was all AI.
AI made all of that with Drake's vocals and everything.
That's just crazy, bro.
The beat, everything.
the car. All I know is you couldn't have the world. Had the world. Yeah, you were my world.
Got these girls on my neck, got these girls on my check.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, man. That Eminem one. Pull up the Eminem one, bro.
The
Pull up
one
that
I showed
Eminem
you.
one. Huh?
The one I showed you the other day.
Yeah, man. Play that, bro.
Jesus Christ. That's Jason Bourne.
Everybody remember Kung Fu?
Oh, god damn. Woo-hoo. You got the video up, man? That's
No,
some funny
it's
shit.
in there. Hold up.
Oh, my God. That's some funny shit, man.
I guess that's technically my fault because I sent him that video.
Yeah. That shit's funny, man. Anybody who sees that shit, well, most people would find that pretty funny.
I got it here. Kung Fu.
Whoever added the sound effects is probably going straight to hell, though.
Yeah, so check this out, man. This is Eminem. They AI ran his voice and everything, bro. Made up the lyrics and everything.
Yeah, he explains it.
This is the future rave sound. I'm getting lost in an underground. This is the future rave sound. I'm getting lost in an underground.
Eminem, bro. There's something that I made as a joke, and it works so good. I could not believe it. I discovered those websites that are about AI. Basically, you can write lyrics in the style of any artist you like. So I typed, write a verse in the style of Eminem about future rave. And I went to another AI website that can recreate the voice. I put the text in that and I played the record and people went nuts.
This is the future rave sound. I'm getting lost in an underground.
That's crazy.
This is the future rave sound. I'm getting lost in an underground.
Yeah. Nuke shit, man. All you need to shit, man. Your dreams will come true, man. Just fucking have make some AI shit and do a song with Eminem, man. You probably said something funny, but your mic's muted.
No, it wasn't that funny, but it's true that could you could do that shit, man. Like if you really set your mind to it, there's computer software that can get you a verse from somebody that sounds just like them. Like I'm sure they could do it with most people, as long as they got a big enough like database to pull from and sample from the AI. Like,
what about singing? I wonder if they do singing shit too, though.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's to that level because it's like in the style of a singer.
And who's to say you couldn't just generate some shit and then re-record it as yourself? Because who's gonna know you have that? They put that together just right there for you. That's nobody else is gonna know that came from that. And then it's like, are the songwriters in danger now? Because that sounds like there's a profession that's about to be obsolete. You're getting top of the line writing here that's pulling from every single artist in the whole entire world that's in this database.
Yep.
Right now.
Yeah,
that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, they say that shit is kind of on the way out, man. AI is going to make all that shit obsolete. It can do it for you.
That's crazy.
You're saying something like it can write like college grade essays on whatever it is that you want it to write about. Like you give it a topic and it'll generate the whole the whole essay. Like,
well, I'm sure that somehow it goes into some type of database, so a college kid can't just plagiarize or have AI make it for them and shit. And it's got to be copywritten. Once the AI does it, it's automatically copywritten or something, right?
Probably, so. Yeah, you would think so, but whatever these websites are.
I wonder what hybrid AO
for licensing.
He said, "Y'all heard of them services that will sell you a feature with a beat?"
That a what?
Sell you a feature in it with the beat.
Oh, I've seen people. Yeah, there've been people doing that for years.
I haven't. He's talking about AI or just shit that they already got a verse on.
At this point, how would you even tell the difference?
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, man, I got a feature from T-Pain or something, but it's really not him. It just sounds like him.
Yeah.
DistroKid and TuneCore shit about to be booming in the next 3 years with hits.
Right. It's like, is it bad because it can be generated by AI, or is it going to be good because humans and artists can still use the AI to do something different than what the AI is actually going to be? You know, I mean, it goes back and forth as far as whether it's something that's going to take our jobs, take all of our fucking,
for sure.
You know, something that's going to help us. Like I'm
just saying, you're not even going to have to be a writer anymore. You could literally just generate some shit, write that shit down or memorize it, whatever, go in the booth and re-record it.
Yeah.
Now you don't sound like Drake, but you're rapping just like him.
Yeah. You talking about changing the voice and all that?
Just hearing what the AI does, write that shit down, then go record that on one of your beats. So who's to say? Like, you don't even got to write anymore. You just go, you just book a studio session, tell them to type in what you want to say. Fucking your 3D avatar or whatever that shit's called, like the Tupac shit. You're just gonna send your shit out there. You don't even got to go nowhere. You're just an artist from home sending shit out, generating songs.
Yep.
Now it's just a business.
See, we all thought that shit was like 50 years down the line, man, but that's just like 10, maybe less.
write me the hardest battle rap in the style of Eminem mixed with Big L and Nas.
Yep.
and
It'll sound exactly like that.
You're gonna memorize that, and you're gonna go to the fucking battle, and you just, and make sure you put in some shit about how I don't like him, and I stole something from him.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Then you
They'll
just
incorporate that shit.
I don't know. I'm thinking that in the next 3 years you're gonna have super artists out here, like everybody's just tight, and nobody knows why. They're gonna start writing movies and shit. Like, man, I don't know, man. If you really think
But the
about
next step after that is like, like the shit that's evolving alongside of that technology is the technology where you can type in like, paint me a picture of Kobe Bryant jumping from half court, and then the AI will generate like 20 images of doing it. You know what I mean? Like the next step from there is like, it's gonna be a video. Like, so you can live like, man, make me a movie with
yeah.
make me Rush Hour 6 and shit, and it'll be
Yeah, I
like
want to watch mixed with like Friday the 13th or something. Yeah, I want to watch something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
That is the death of a lot of people's jobs.
Well,
shout out to the chat right now.
Now I was just thinking, like, we're talking about the AI. I was just wondering, did you guys see that Elon Musk interview he did the other day? Y'all seen that going around?
No,
I don't think so.
No, you were kind of telling me about it, but then I saw him interview maybe a day or two after you told me. But Elon Musk went before all the scientists and the AI community or whatever and said, we need to stop trying to advance this AI shit, because the AI is like it's going to spiral out of control. Like, it's going to wind up taking over everything. Like, remember I told y'all, I don't know, maybe this was 6-7 months ago. And for those of y'all just tuning in, you can certainly go check it out. Like on some news, just Google search the shit. But they made some artificial intelligence, something, a robot, whatever, and the damn thing by itself figured out how to duplicate itself, and then it made little mini robots, like the little life forms. Like, and the people didn't do it. They didn't tell it to do it. It just did it by itself, right? And basically, Elon Musk is saying, like, bruh, this shit's running like scenarios by itself. Like, well, how much do we actually need these humans? You know what I mean? Like, can we get rid of them and be okay? Why do we need them? We're way smarter than them and everything. But anyway, that's kind of what he was saying. Like, yeah, it's if we keep this shit going, it's going to be catastrophic, because it can't be contained. Thanks, Deathhead. I was just about to say that. It can't be contained. Like, it's gonna go and take over all types of shit, man. Yeah. Bots gone wild. Yeah, no shit.
But once they can start duplicating themselves, it's probably pretty much over.
Well, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know too much about Elon Musk. Most people know he's the guy that owns Tesla and bought Twitter. You know what I mean? But the dude is a somebody. He's a brilliant guy. You know what I mean? And but anyway, yeah, man, just saying. He's one of the head people leading AI, saying we need to stop this shit. It's not going to go good.
Yeah.
Right.
But the counter argument is like, well, if Elon Musk stops and all of the American technology agencies, you think China's going to stop? You think Russia's going to stop? You think everybody else who's in the running to make the most powerful AI, artificial intelligence, it can't be contained. It's pretty much going to be a certain way. It's inevitable, like that. It's going to keep being able to perform tasks for us to such a level that life's going to be completely different. And
this is how we're going to get to Mars.
Right.
Or wherever.
I don't know. It just makes me wonder. Like, he's very candid when he does these interviews. Like, he doesn't say exactly what's happening. you know, he's not really telling you exactly what they're experiencing in these AI laboratories or whatever the hell they're doing. He's not really telling you, man, this motherfucker just said this, you know, or he's not saying that. He's just basically going on there saying that, yeah, it could be catastrophic. Like, why? How? Well, what could go wrong here? And he's just like, well, everything crumbling, but it's like you're not giving specifics. Like, what's the specific threat? You know, what did it say? What, you know, I don't know. I don't know.
I can't let you do that, Dave.
Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's yeah, man, there's a whole lot of shit going on right now, man.
Yeah. Well, if the AIs take over, it may not be the worst thing. We've seen how humans fucking ran shit. Hopefully the AI will be merciful when it takes over and controls everything.
Well, I don't know, man. You know, that's what I'm saying. It kind of makes you wonder, like, dude, I'm just saying, like, going down the rabbit hole, it's like, man, did this shit happen before, man? You know what I mean? Like, who knows, man? Maybe the human race, you know, X amount of thousands of years ago did some shit in a different way. And it's like, well, and then somehow, I don't know, man. It just, I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Found out the fucking AI built the pyramids and shit.
Well, because a lot of, that's what I'm saying, is that people have all these theories on it, but nobody really knows for certain. You know what I mean? Nobody really does, bro. Well, some of us do, but the mass public don't know. Yeah, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, not supposed to.
You're not supposed to, you know. But no, I'm just saying, man, like, there's a lot of theories on it, but I don't think nobody really knows how, you know. So some people put forward arguments like, yeah, man, the aliens came here and showed how it's done, you know. It's like, who knows, man? You know, nobody really knows what the fuck, you know.
Well, yeah. I mean,
I need a no counter.
There's a lot of machinery and technology that existed throughout time because of like mathematics and algebra and all the formulas that were able to make machinery and, you know, technology to a certain extent. But I don't think it's ever been to this level unless it was like, you know, a complete wipeout. But yeah, you know, it's different kind of, it's a different kind of technology than it's ever been, man. Like on Earth, I don't think that the type of technology that exists today had ever existed on Earth. Like, it outshines whatever made the rest of the shit throughout time. But, like,
well, let me. Oh, go ahead, Kazi.
I was just gonna say we still can't duplicate a pyramid though, so yeah, I don't know.
And I don't know if I know I told Nuke, I don't know if I told you, Kazi, but these archaeologists or whatever, they found this huge pallet somewhere out, wherever the hell, man, somewhere on the earth, somewhere, right? Buried under some ruins, right? And it's this big pallet and it's got a bunch of these holes drilled in it. They don't know what it was used for, or nothing. But any, you know, an archaeologist to tell you, somebody who works in construction can tell you that it had all these holes in it, and at the ratio and the way it was drilled into the pallet, this hole, it had to have been a machine moving at least 50,000 such and such. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, this wasn't a bunch of guys just, come on, roll your fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was like, it had to have been moving hella fast to be perfect the way it was. So it's like, well, where's that technology at?
Yeah,
you know,
it's a drill, some sort of drill.
It was some sort of drill, man. That whether it was powered by electricity, it was powered by whatever the hell, it was moving at high speeds that man can't.
It was like an exercise bike.
Yeah, the first exercise. Yeah, no, it was moving. So I'm saying, man, if you look at a drill and pull the trigger on the drill, man, that shit is going hella fast, bro. You know what I mean? And you know, you have to have that speed to make the impact that it did.
All right.
So
you could probably make a drill with the exercise bike power.
Nah, man, not like that, bro.
You could, because it's just like a chain.
Stop. That's what I'm saying, bro. The moment you stop, like, oh, I'm getting tired, let somebody else get on here. It's like, bro, you'd be doing. This was metallic too. It wasn't like they were doing it through a piece of wood.
I don't know, man, because like gears and chains, like they'll make things rotate, even though your original rotation isn't as powerful as you think. But if you put if you put a gear, you can make something rotate faster than what the original momentum was. Everybody knows this.
But think of yeah, I don't know, I lost it. Think of and
we're getting into the science talk of the blunts and discussions.
Who knows? But I don't think that those holes, because I've seen that before. I don't think those holes would be something primitive like they talk about hand tools and shit. Like I wouldn't think so. And who's to say there's been catastrophes? Who's to say how far advanced civilization was? And then whoever survived, like who are you gonna tell what you know? And you don't have the resources to do any of that shit, because it was just a catastrophe. So it's like how many times has Earth, like they say, reset or shit has been lost?
That's when I guess that's when you almost you can't trust necessarily, but obviously it's taken at its word. Like archaeologists and people who dig in carbon dating and all that shit, like obviously I don't know the science behind it and shit, but you kind of trusted like people were, you would have found, if there was an iPad 10,000 years ago, you would think there'd be some remedies of a circuit board somewhere, you know what I mean? Like
from thousands of years ago? I don't think so.
Yeah. I don't know what, like, I don't think like circuit board and computer type shit existed. And again, I'm basing that only on, I don't think they've ever found anything that was like that. You know what I mean? Like,
well, I remember when I was young, they said they found out something that looked like a battery or something. I mean, I've seen a lot of things since then. I just remember that was the first time I remember hearing that. It got to my ears, and I wasn't into any of that shit back then.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Brain One makes a good point. Anybody else see all that shit about the giants in history? Like, yeah, man. I believe
actual giants.
Yeah, man. I believe it, man. Absolutely. I do, man. I do believe the giants were around, man. There's just I don't know. It's like man, I'm telling you, man, the Earth's been around a long time, man. You know what I mean? The Earth's been around a long fucking time. And yeah, I'm telling you, man, there's a lot of shit that people don't know. It's like, I mean, dude, that's what I'm saying, man. If so you don't think there were giants ever? Y'all don't ever think there were giants on Earth?
I mean, I've listened to all them stories, like the Afghanistan one and the red-haired beast, and yeah. I mean, I've looked into all that. I don't not believe it, but I don't. I'm just hearing these stories. I haven't seen a giant myself.
Yeah, I know. There's,
like you said, the Earth is old, so I'm not opposed to anything. It's open season with my mind with this shit.
Yeah, right. I know there are giant people. I don't know if there was ever a group of just giants running around. I don't know why they. Of course,
why wouldn't they say there's a group of little people running around too. Like,
right. I was
found
just
a tribe where everybody was like 3 foot tall.
Yeah,
something
for sure.
Pygmies,
something like that. I don't know for sure.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's like, if put it like this, man. If somebody just had a comment that just threw me off.
Yeah.
It just threw me off.
Bigfoot is the only giant.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, man. There's I don't know, man. Do you believe the dinosaurs were real?
Yeah.
Why? Because they got bones on display and shit?
Yeah, pretty much. That's the story. Kind of checks out. Like, as far as I don't. It's the same thing with Kazi. Like, it's the world's so old. Why wouldn't you necessarily believe that a different type of species once existed? When
maybe they were giant,
and there's remnants of it still today. Like,
yeah,
I feel like you hear shit like they found bones that were like 18 feet tall, but then you just don't hear about it anymore. It's just gone.
You talking about like the giants and shit?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
or the dinosaurs.
The dinosaurs, yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like, man, we're back to what we were talking about as far as AI. I'm just saying, man, the Earth's been around a long time. People have been around a long time. Obviously, I'm sure if you know, the theory of evolution is like, yeah, you know, you probably were a fucking insect fucking 4.2 billion years ago, and fucking, you know, I don't know, man. You know, I don't know. I liked watching that fucking Cosmo show with Neil deGrasse Tyson. You know, he's always so cool and breaks it down to you in the molecules. And before we were human beings, we were, you know,
right.
It's fucking something. It's like, yeah, I believe you. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't know.
you know
I
what?
just-
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
you go ahead, bro.
Nothing important.
Just thinking we were talking about Elon Musk and artificial intelligence and all this shit. And somebody said, yeah, he bought Tesla. You know, I forgot who that was, but yeah, he owns Tesla and shit. And it's like, yeah, we had Mr. X on from the show, and he had put us up on that shit, and it's available to the public, and it's totally legitimate. But yeah, you can look online, and apparently the authorities, the United States authorities, did indeed believe that Nikola Tesla was from a whole nother planet. Like, he was that smart. Matter of fact, I read a quote from Albert Einstein, bro. Somebody walked up to Albert Einstein and was like, how does it feel to be the smartest person in the world? He said, I don't know. You're going to have to ask Nikola Tesla, because it ain't me. So that means when a genius is talking to somebody else and you feel like, holy shit, this dude's way on some other shit than I am.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, well, how smart was that dude? Smart enough that the government thought he was from another planet, you know? And it makes you wonder, like, well, what did he say? What did he tell them? You know, like, yeah, I'm from fucking Mars, and believe it. Or, you know, because they really believe the shit. So I'm saying.
See, I remember a story about Nikola Tesla. He was hanging a picture in his bathroom and he was standing on the toilet. And he slipped and he hit his head on the back of the toilet, and he had the vision of the flux capacitor.
Oh, yeah, the flux. Yeah.
That's
Great
probably
Scott.
some same shit. You never know, man. Like, that could be some type of shit. Like, he hit his head one day, and then all of a sudden he's just like imagining fucking how a battery's made in his head and shit. He's just got to get it out.
I remember reading a story when I was younger that he turned his machine on or something, and like the steel of the building and everything or something like that started moving like jello or something.
Yeah. Yeah, he was like, he was doing some shit that's above and beyond what, like, even like when other people were kind of, you know, discovering electricity, like there's more elements to electricity that does more than just shock you or burn you or whatever. Like you said, man, like this shit's liquefying metal, and not even liquefying, because then it'll go back to solid. And like, yeah, man, there's crazy, I don't know. Like, you hear shit from like what's that alien guy, man? The dude who worked at Area 51, Bob Lazar.
Bob Lazar.
I listen to that dude's fucking stories, and I think, man, like, even when they're thinking of the laws of physics, man, like the laws of physics aren't necessarily 100% true if you actually believe what this dude's saying. And it's kind of, until I heard that interview, I had never thought of it like that. Like, damn, it's actually some physics defying shit. Like, the laws of physics do not apply.
Well, he was saying like it creates its own gravity around the spaceship, and it actually doesn't fly, it falls.
Yeah. And
so it's like it creates some sort of gravity in front of it where it doesn't have to be powered to go. It in that gravity bubble or whatever around it, it's falling. I guess I watched a lot of his videos.
Yep.
I thought that he did like a lie detector and he passed that shit with flying colors.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said some
Yeah,
shit.
multiple times too. You know?
Yeah.
But he was also they're also compartmentalized, so it's like he only knows what he knows.
He probably has brain damage from being fucking close to that fucking thing.
Oh,
Like
you
he
know
gets
what I was gonna say?
migraines and shit.
You were talking about hitting your head and coming up with ideas or whatever. There was a dude just a few years ago, man. He was a high school dropout, and, working at the local 7-Eleven or whatever the hell, just a regular old nothing, typical loser job, right? So, and anyway,
Right.
he fucking gets hit by a car on his way home. There's a car accident. It hits him, bashes his head in, bro, real bad, swells up and everything.
What a loser.
Huh?
What a loser.
Yeah, what a loser. It's a loser job. Anyway, the motherfucker's brain went back to normal after they, iced it down or whatever the hell they do. And now he sees the world in like equations and shit. Like he understands what the meaning of pi is in mathematics. Like never knew none of this shit. He just understands everything, just gets it,
Yeah.
And he's got a job at the fucking Pentagon. Like they brought him in like this. Now you're something happened. You know what I mean?
Right.
Something happened that tapped into a part of your brain that you don't have access to.
Yeah.
That's if you believe that you only use what did they say, like 10% of your brain or something like that?
Right.
I'm not sure on the percentage, but I've heard that.
It makes you wonder though,
Learn something new every day.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to the chat.
It's been a while since we've had one of these science / theology fucking chats.
Well, we're high.
Out of nowhere after a Huff.
I don't know shit about shit. It's just you hear shit and some shit resonates.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah.
I'll associate with that. That fits how I want to see the world.
Sometimes shit makes sense.
You guys think we ever went to the moon?
Yeah, I don't know about that part, but I do know. I'm not gonna say I do know, but I've seen where I guess whether we went to the moon or not, that the footage either way was shot to look like we went to the moon for that exact purpose, but that wasn't the actual footage if there was a moon landing.
Yeah. It seems like there was definitely some fake footage, and it was almost like, well, was the footage we seen not real, and then they just didn't actually take any decent cameras up there because it's not exactly easy to get a camera crew up on the moon and shit.
Yeah, so why not hire somebody like Stanley Kubrick and have him shoot one of his greatest videos to date, I guess. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. It makes you wonder, man.
That's
I don't know.
I heard.
I don't know. And it's like, I can't think of what it is at the moment, but it's like, the more I start hearing this flat earth shit, the more convincing it sounds. Like, yeah, I don't know, man. Probably been wrong about this oval fucking earth thing rotating at fucking 10,000 miles an hour or whatever the hell it is.
Did you ever see The Truman Show, man?
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, man, it's like some of the things sound like they make sense, Tell them about it, Kazi. You were telling me that you were a true believer in flat earth.
I'm not a flat earther believer. But again, I'm that type of person who's like, what do we really know? Because everything we're getting is from somebody else, unless you out there doing the research yourself.
That's
they
true.
had us growing up believing because it was written in a book that it was true. So who knows? And history is written by the victor.
That's true. And it's rewritten every time when there's a new victor, every time.
Yeah,
who knows?
That's the part they leave out.
Who knows? But, I like to read about all this shit or listen to things about all this shit. It intrigues me.
This has been
Shout
deep,
out to everybody in the chat.
This has been deep.
Yeah, I'm just reading the chat here. Like, yeah, okay.
Who knows, though? I don't know.
I mean, fucking flat Earth. That just, I don't know. I mean, just from what we know about what an actual sphere is, and how I don't know, man. It just wouldn't make sense. Like all the shit that they tell us about space and astrology and how, like I was just watching something about Pluto because Pluto, got taken off of the list of actual planets. I watched a whole little documentary, a mini documentary, like 15 minutes explaining and talking about it and shit. And it was saying like one of the elements, it needs to have enough gravity to turn into a sphere. Because like a lot of things in space, even if it's revolving, if it doesn't turn into a sphere, that's one of the criteria. It needs to be a planet or some shit like that. But even in space, an object will turn into a sphere if it has the right amount of gravity on it. You know what I mean? Like, and if that's not true, then why the fuck make that up? Like,
yeah. Well,
you know what I mean? Like,
I don't know.
Like,
it has
just
to be
for
a
a way
sphere.
to explain it, like just so that you have a way of explaining something. Like, hey, I discovered something and shit. But it's like that's like saying the magnifier glasses don't, or the telescopes that they look out don't actually work, and you can't see in 3 dimensions. Like if you were looking out at the moon, you can actually see that it's 3 dimensional. So if the world's flat, at least it's got a concave to it on one side or some shit. Like flat just don't make fucking sense.
I just don't think the plates would be facing us perfectly to where we don't know if it's round or flat.
Right. We would be seeing flat shit flying around in space, like rotating as a flat fucking planet. You know what I mean? The moon would look like this sometimes. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, I get hate mail.
The moon's flat too, or the moon's just it's an illusion.
I've seen you when you fly in a plane. Sometimes you can just see the horizon, just that slight bend.
Yeah.
Well, I've seen videos, and I don't know if it's legit or not. You ever seen those videos where it's like the clouds will be moving and then it goes behind the sun and comes back out?
I mean,
it wouldn't be hard to do that on, any Adobe fucking program, a Photoshop or
like a 2-dimensional.
Yeah. 2-dimensional.
Yeah, but you would still need to like be presenting that dimension at all times. Like if it was in space, it's going to be rotating, or some, what I mean? Like, I don't know.
No, it's just going to sit still and face us perfectly. So we're sitting here talking about whether it's flat or not. We don't know. It's just there, perfectly facing us.
Well, I'm just thinking like, what about, so as far as the moon though, going to the moon, we never did go back, but then again, we never did go back according to the authorities. Doesn't necessarily mean we didn't go back. You know what I mean? Right? We just haven't been told whether or not we went back. We've just been told we never went back.
Well,
because once we saw what was there the first time, we was like, we can't talk about this shit.
Well, they say that the moon actually doesn't rotate, so we're actually always seeing the same side of the moon. So when they say the dark side of the moon, the dark side of the moon is actually not ever visible from Earth. So there could be a secret base back there. If they did go back, they're like, all right, we're just going to go back and build a base and not tell anybody we went back.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I mean, you think if anything that you'd probably go up there. Well, shit, man. Now we forget about it, man. It sounds kind of funny, but it's like the truth is now we do have a space force. It's like we literally have a space force. Like, why else would you name that as a part of your defenses? Like that's Space Force is no different. It's just as real as the Navy or the Army or the Marines.
Right.
It's a legitimate thing now.
Yeah, they're funded, trained military.
A lot of times when you see footage of UFOs on there, you see like in some of them, it's like we're always shooting at them. You know what I mean? Like it seems like. Well, I can't say that, but I'm just saying there's footage out there that they're engaging these things. That's all.
Shout out to the chat.
No, I mean they're talking amongst themselves. I just want to include them in here because it's like, yeah, they're not necessarily wrong. Like I never tried DMT and I probably never will, but I've heard good things about that. I haven't researched it enough to know if it's a safe thing or what. My experience with it is listening to Joe Rogan talk about it.
Right.
Well,
But he sounds like he's sold on that shit. Like, bro, this is the truth.
Well, I'll tell you this. I made it in the lobby of wherever that place is that the DMT brings you. And if I'd have took one more hit, I probably would have went to where I was trying to go. But I'll be honest, I got spooked.
See, I don't know. I think if I was surrounded by somebody that has done it before and can walk me through this shit and reassure me that it's cool,
Yeah, but
I'm
see,
just saying.
no, isn't it? I'm thinking of ayahuasca. There's an ayahuasca trip where you can have like a shaman or something, and he walks you through it. But he's like, "Yeah, here you're gonna take this. It tastes like shit. And then you're gonna want to shit really bad and throw up, and then you're gonna fucking really trip out afterwards." Like,
is that the whole process?
that's ayahuasca, but that's not DMT. But I think they're probably similar as far as what they do to you. But
what the hell does DMT even mean?
Detrimental
tryptamine?
fall. Yeah, that.
Tryptamine.
All I know is I made it to a room where a head appeared in the middle of the room and it was connected to the ceiling like in a fucking taper. And then there was the head, and then there was a taper to the fucking floor, and there was a head in the middle of the fucking room. And Joe Rogan was talking to somebody on there, and they posted a painting that somebody made, and it was that exact fucking thing I saw, but the painting was in color. I only saw it in like black and white, like grid pattern. There was no color in the one I seen, but it was crazy that I found a painting that Joe Rogan posted that was what I saw. And I feel like that was the lobby before the blast off. That's where you need to take that one more pull. And that's usually where a lot of people get scared. And I was by myself. I did get scared because I was like, because the room started melting for a second and the fucking ceiling started turning into swirls and shit, allegedly.
I need to be with somebody. I need to be with some. You know what, man? I need to be like shit, man. If I was gonna try it, then Nuke, I'd probably want you there in sober. Like the reassuring, bro. You're good. Ain't nothing there. Like, oh, it's not. Okay, the walls ain't melting. Hell no. Oh, okay, good. All right, let me. I need to.
But
snap
you can hit a
it.
point where none of that matters, and there is no snapping out of it. You literally feel like you're about to die because you don't know any better. Like whatever you're seeing, you believe it because it feels that real.
Chad, is that your experience with DMT? Is that what it is? You feel like you're about to die?
It's like an ego death, like Mike Tyson. Like you're gonna face. I don't know.
Oh God,
that moment of terror and fear and realization.
Shit.
But it changes you.
That sounds fucking horrific, man.
Well, that's what they say. Like, it's crazy, like, that it seems that so many people have similar experiences. Like Kazi said, he got a painting that somebody else fucking drew from their experience.
And I seen that the grid, like, before you put the color to it, like, it's just the lines and shit. That's how I seen it. It looked like a matrix grid or something. But it was the same fucking thing that painting drew.
Well, isn't that the kind of the theory is what we were talking about earlier? Like when somebody hits their head and it changes their brain, the DMT has the chemical to do that also. Like it's probably something similar. It's tapping into parts of your brain that are there, but you just never use them. So it's a natural occurrence. But imagine if we were all actually like occasionally would just get crazy fucking hallucinogenic, like out of nowhere, like. That would fucking suck. Like,
yeah. That's what I'm saying. I need to be around. Just fuck all that.
Yeah, I'm not trying to hallucinate. Good.
You really need to be at peace with yourself, or it's going to be a wild ride. And I remember thinking, like, I'm about to have a bad trip. I said that out loud, and I actually did shake it. Like I've seen it for like, I don't know, probably a couple minutes, but then I kind of shook it because I got scared and I was like, I'm not ready. And that shit knew I wasn't
like
ready.
Crazy K and shit in the fucking chair.
I had fucking Rihanna Desperado fucking slowed and reverbed playing in the background. Like it was just, yeah. I don't know. It was about to be a wild ride if I'd have took that next hit.
Slip somebody some DMT. God, that's terrible.
That's not shit. You just slip somebody. That is not that. Like because if they don't took it, you're believing everything you see. But even if you know you took it, you forget you take it sometimes and don't know why you're seeing what you're seeing.
They say when you die, your brain releases DMT naturally. Boy, that'd be a terrible thing to die and still be. You ever heard that shit where it's like, yeah, after you die, you're conscious for about 5 minutes. Like, oh my God. Sounds like a fucking small eternity of hell real quick if you're not already on your way there. You know? Like I'm fucking dead and I'm hella aware of it. Fucked up. Good thing this DMT's kicking in. Yeah. Fuck.
Shout out to everybody in the chat right now.
Now the chat's chopping it up, man. They're chopping it up. Yeah, well, you know, I've heard some negative reviews, and you guys are trying to spin it into a positive. Like, yeah, but it'll be all right in the end, and I don't feel that way at all. So I'll pass on DMT.
It's not for everybody.
No, definitely not. Take that salvia again, though. Salvia.
It's damn near kind of like that, though. It's just a little stronger.
Salvia
so I've heard.
Cool,
I've never done it. But
oh, you never tried it?
I've heard horror stories, though, from a couple people.
Really? You know, I hear these things, but I've never actually heard it from anybody that I know that's actually taken it. You know,
I got a homie who took it, and he was like, he thought he was gonna die. Like the whole room backed up on him, like his vision, like a fucking camera shot was like, shh.
Yep.
I don't remember the rest of what he told me, but it was some wild shit. It was a long time ago.
You did it once, didn't you, Nuke?
Yeah, that was pretty much the experience. Like I took a one hitter, and I hit it, and I leaned back in the chair, and I turned over to my right, and I was almost like, wow, like that shit was kicking in, and there just happened to be a mirror, like right where I ended up having to be in my line of sight, and I'm just watching myself look fucking like I can't move, like, or if you can move, you don't want to move. You're just like that shit takes over your whole body, like it's a fucking warm, tingly all over your whole body, man. It's a fucking weird thing. I could see people abusing that and having trouble fucking, moving on with life if you're doing that shit regularly.
Damn, for real?
Yeah, man, shit. Like, if you did it regularly, man, like, I don't know. I don't know if it's one of those things where you can build up a tolerance, so you have to keep getting the stronger and stronger shit or doing more and more of it or what. I don't know. I guess maybe it's not as big of a fucking thing because there's no epidemic around it and shit. You know what I mean? Like a salvia epidemic.
Well, it's banned in the majority of states now. You know, some states still got it legal. You can go in a smoke shop and buy it. You know, it's just some states. The majority of states say no.
Yeah,
but my experience with it, this the only time. It's the only. Well, no, I take that back. I tried PCP one time. That was bad. PCP was bad. Did I tell you about that shit?
No, was it laced?
No, man. Fucking knew goddamn well what I was getting into, but it was a pressurizing thing. Like we're all standing here getting wet and shit. Like, oh, let me hit that shit. And it was like I did a micro hit. Like, you know, I don't want to get too charmed out here. You know, just to, pass the cigarette because it was dipped cigarette.
Yeah.
And the homie's cleaning his fucking tire wheels and shit. And all of a sudden the whole car wasn't there. It was just the wheel. You know, and I can like see the grass and everything behind it, but no car. You know. It's like, yeah, this is bad. You know. But it makes you realize the power of your mind, like, because it's not there. You know what I mean? But then again, it's like, well, is my mind just connecting this shit and seeing right through this motherfucking car? PCP is a hell of a fucking thing, man. I've seen some people off that shit that are just ridiculous, though. You know, But as far as I was just gonna say, as far as my trip with the salvia, when I hit it, it seemed like everything went to pencil shaped. Like everything was everything that I saw was looked like somebody sketched it with a pencil.
Right.
But it only lasted maybe 2 minutes. And then
Yeah.
after that, it was like, yeah. But I felt good afterwards. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Blunts
That's
and
the problem.
Discussions does not suggest trying any of these things, just for the record.
That's the problem. It's too good. It's too good. Like, the feelings that those shit gives you, man. Like I heard somebody talking about addiction in general, man. Like for people who are trying to kick something, man, you can't be for sure. Like you can't be like you can't acknowledge that you liked the feeling that the shit was giving you. You know what I mean? Like you can't just be like, oh, I hate that shit now. It's like, well, no, you gotta fucking admit that you actually fucking like it.
Yeah.
And still fucking not fuck with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like for sure,
Not,
man.
I'm not at all throwing our dad, because me and Nuke are brothers. You guys know. If you don't know, me and Nuke are brothers. Our dad, he always kept it 100. You know what I mean? And he had telling me about drugs when we were little. Like, you know, don't try certain shit. You know what I mean? And he had mentioned that he had tried heroin once in the late 70s or whatever. Did I tell you about that? Did he tell you about that?
I think so, yeah.
And he said it was so good. He was like, I never did it again because it was like the best feeling ever. And it was like kind of what you were just saying. Like, yeah, man, it's too good that it's like, yeah, this is how you get addicted to it. Like, man, the feeling is unbelievable. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, shout out to our dad for saying certain things like that, because it made me like not fuck around with drugs and shit. Like, yeah, that's no good.
Yeah, it was proven to be true, man. Like that shit's fucking.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's with any stimulator, anything that's you know, man, that makes you feel too good, man. Like you can't like just be focused on getting stimulated, or you know what I mean, like, and still be productive. Like you got to balance that productivity out with, you know, if something's keeping you from being productive, then you know, I look at that shit like, you know, that shit could go.
Yeah, man. I just want to say too, man, that Trash Panda earlier, Trash Panda was slapping.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, yeah. Trash Panda was going, bro. Oh, you puffed it though, didn't you, Nuke?
Yep.
Didn't that get a huff? Oh, Kazi, you huffed it.
Yep.
Yeah, man. I don't know what the fuck we were thinking. Trash Panda was all right.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Tangeray Logan in the building. Death's Head, Brain One, Insane Zane, Mark Anthony, Miles, the OG Doe, Trevor Tanzillo, the Mirage Brothers. Shout out to everybody in the motherfucking chat.
Go leave a like on the video because some of you didn't.
That's right. That's right. You know what? Luke's absolutely right, man. Come on. Y'all are here. Y'all can't even hit the like button. It takes you one damn second. Jazz,
Tell you what,
Kelly,
you don't have to like the next one. You can like this one. You don't have to like you can skip it if you don't like doing it, but just do it for this one.
Yeah, Trash Panda got that huff. 2 huffs and a puff. Baby Kazi clone. Yeah. Huffy bikes.
It did though.
Yeah, nah, you was killing that shit though, man. Or no, I'm sorry, not you. He was.
Whoever you are.
Where's the love button? Blunts and Discussions, Cash App. Yeah, I'm just kidding. Shout out to the Ride for always being on his shit during these live interaction skills. Thank you. Thank you very much. I try hard. Gotta wait for that liquor to kick in, but once it does, motherfucker, I'm there. All right. Shout out to Ari. Ari in the building, watching on Facebook. What's wrong with you, Ari? Come on over. Blunts and Discussions at YouTube.com. Yeah, thanks, Insane Zane. EBT. Let's get them stamps over all this way. That's pretty good. Oh, shit. But yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap it on up, y'all. But we do got the 420 special we're going to be coming out with on Thursday, right?
Yep.
Thursday, yeah.
420.
It's Thursday. We had a good time. Doing that. Pretty funny. So make sure y'all check it on out, though. And I think you know what I'm gonna do tonight? I'm gonna play a couple songs from Kamikaze's up and coming album. And we got to chop it up about this latest song, bro, because you never really told me if it was the go ahead, send it on out to the engineer or what. So maybe
I thought you were letting me hear it to see where it was. I didn't know it was the.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If there's something else that you think we need to add on there,
yeah, I'll slap it again.
Yeah, let's just play it again and see if we can try to knock something out here in the next couple of days. But anyway, Thursday, y'all, 420, and we'll be back here again live on Tuesday night for Huff and Puff again. Make sure you send your music on in to bluntsndiscussions@gmail.com. And we'll catch y'all next time. I'm your bro host, The Bride.
I'm Nuke.
I'm Kamikaze, and this is Blunts and Discussions. Peace.
Peace.
Well, see you later.
Blunts and Discussions is moving to YouTube every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Central. Warning, all the blunts smoked on this show were rolled by professionals. Viewer discretion if high.
Often think that my mental's the only reason I'm falling. All my negative thinking, I'm headed right for the coffin. I'm exhaling the smoke, it's a lonely road where I'm walking. I really don't feel like talking, so I'm just deep in my thoughts. Ever since I was young, I could tell that something was off. I've been fiending for murder, I thought I murdered them all. I had to battle my habits, my phantoms having the ball. But nobody noticed, I'm a poet hoping to focus it. I'ma soak up this life I was given, living the moment. Throwing my middle finger and let it linger, then owning shit on my shoulder. But so many called and now I'm alone again. Ain't been sober, so no one can tell me nothing, I'm over it. I'm screaming fuck it till it affected my showmanship. Enemies ducking, lucky they wasn't bluffing that moment when I confronted you fuckers, you motherfuckers, I'm phony shit. Really makes no difference, smoking tap on the switches. Back to back on the 100 sack with the bash in the kitchen. I spit the facts, I'm on fashion, I flash on the opposition. You love the fact that I rap it cause I am the definition. I get it up, I can get it, we gotta send to survive. Even though at any minute within the blink of an eye, I could be in your position to feel that sinking inside. What am I thinking to myself? I'll be by myself when I die. Red rum, keep it low key. Do my dirt, but I'm lonely. I heard them, but my hoodie up lurking till I murder them.
Now I've been feeling kinda crazy lately. Motherfuckers owe me money and won't pay me. It's one thing after another from the homies acting shady to a bitch that betrayed me. Now how much more can I take? Sooner or later I'll break. I'm trying to hold on to my sanity, but I keep having violent fantasies. I wanna turn to realities, motherfucker. If this is how it has to be. Got no time for no nonsense. Never play with a man's emotions, especially mine, cause I be off pills, powders, and potions. I'm on a mission by my lonesome. It's just me, myself, and I don't need no one to know what's about to occur. Cocaine and dirt, take it to the break of the pain and give them what they deserve. It's murder. Lord, forgive me for my sins, but I wanna kill again, Murder. They can bleed and they screaming, begging and pleading for me to make it all in. You thought you knew me, but you never did. Uncle calm and collected, but yet my brain is twisted, insane, deranged, and I can't change a thing when I'm living. I empty all the shells, leaving no witnesses.
Red rum, keep it low key. Do my dirt, but my lonely. I heard them, but my hoodie up lurking till I murder them all. Red rum, keep it low key. Do my dirt, but my lonely. I heard them, but my hoodie up lurking till I murder them all. Murder. 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 Murder.
I really get head spun for the faith that red from. They run for the hills and the body gets used when the lead come. I get too pissed for them or for the liquor. You go up a fit, then my liver get sick. If it is a demon that you want to see, then I promise you meet them, don't bitch out the quick. Will, hail, fill them the hell, will. Always I prep for the brain. Send shell, slowly through snail mail. Must have known where with my game. You can get murdered by train, murdered by plane, murdered by rain, murdered by brain. Sick. By myself with loaded clips. Pull up back drunk in my whip. One deep by myself when I started. Why the fuck do I keep trying to help all these artists? Switch up, niggas bitch up, turn around, become targets. Switch up, niggas bitch up, turn around, become targets. Brain sick to the grave pit, kill them all, that's on mama. By myself, nigga, no help, they all felt them llamas. Pull up, come a fool, nothing, you don't want that drama. Nigga dealing with a great white, the fuck's a piranha.
Red rum, keep it low key. Do my dirt, but my lonely. I heard them, but my hoodie up lurking till I murder them all. By myself. Red rum, keep it low key. Do my dirt, but my lonely. I heard them, but my hoodie up lurking till I murder them all. Murder. 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 Murder.
You ever hear them real faint sounds, but some will turn around like nothing happened? You ever notice things move around, but most will never take their time to track it? We're living in a real strange world, I'm thinking it would be nice to understand it. You ever notice things move around, but some will turn around like nothing happened?
Woke up from a deep sleep, my dream vivid like 3D. I feel like I'm from another dimension, my demons on a million beep, it's a repeat. Telling my niggas it really was different, no weed fees. Where I seen things, and know my nigga would've been up on the road in 3D, pushing 6 feet. Grave digger, brain sick under you lame niggas. So rain and thunder put me on my slumber, but I feel it wicked with the main hitters. Like I smell the body with the pain thinner, so I get to look up, but I can't figure. Like I see a vision in the kitchen cooking, and the rookie homie on the gang, nigga. Barracuda with the fangs, with the demon in me switching lanes now. Something in the room changed, no like I feel like I'm in the same house, but I'm brained out. Whenever you wanna come run up the same route, I'm superstitious when I'm on a mission. If you think it different, you can break out. Getting late now, feel the shiver hit the room, everybody disappears. I'm finna meet up with my doom, nothing to say now. If I can hear the left and demon take out, but I never surrender, I pray loud. I'm looking at darker than space sound, so I beat the devil with the fake smile. Paranormal.
You ever hear them real faint sounds, but some will turn around like nothing happened?
Paranormal.
You ever notice things move around, but most will never take the time to track it?
Paranormal.
We're living in a real strange world.
I fell for the light, like a moth to the flame, blinding and alluring as it may be. For by the light I observed the world of the dark that was the all. For light can never be observed without the presence of darkness, and darkness never truly observed
darkness creeping. When the whole world sleeps, I'll be swimming in the deep end. Tell me demonic for the defense. Started booming you niggas, I'm in the mood cause of eclipse. Shark food for the seasick. Nah, homie, you don't wanna feed if it's needed. If it bleeds, we can eat it. We can take a blood bath, evil is freedom. I'm sick of being humble for you bitch niggas. I'm a pit bull when I gotta get dough. We can sick niggas. Don't make me put you on the hit list. Cause I can run your pockets off and soft as shit niggas. I find peace in a dark room. Spark up, feed the beast with your cartoons. Park it, get the heat, then I'll smart you. Run the streets with a sweet piece of the heart too. I like crawl with the hellhounds. Spin the venom I spit, niggas get little with them hellbound. I'm taking everything and nail down. And with the rhythm I kick back in the wind, I won't fail now. Set sail to another dimension, I'm on another level, I'm ready to die. Summon every demon that's in me, every enemy, my vicinity. Everybody can get a different ride. It's a mass homicide now. Lie down if you don't wanna die now. Hide out outside, cut the lights out. Cry now, put both the nigga eyes out. Bye now, for real, that's brain. I feel no pain. Lord, have I gone insane? I know I've committed a sin again. No, I'm not innocent. I bring the balance to faith. What's up with that darkness? Darkness.
In the darkness was eternity. The world that was void. Eternal existence of infinite possibilities.
Darkness.
When your light came, it brought forward to my shade. And when your creations could see me for what I am, I became the reason they pray.
What is the light without darkness? The broken are the more evil. I fell from the light in the darkness and I'm left with no one to call. I might have to kill one.
In the hip-hop community, having terrible music can make being a rapper a dangerous career. Unless your music is industry quality, it is likely that others will not respect you as an artist. When this happens, the individual presenting the music is often rejected or subjected to humiliation or violence. Here we see the result of one such scenario. After spending the last 5 years of his life trying to produce beats for his album, this young male sits curbside feeling self-pity, drinking Moldy's malt liquor, attempting to drown his sorrows. He takes his anger out on his keyboard instead of recognizing it is he who has no real musical talent. In one last desperate effort, he decides to make an attempt at producing the perfect beat. Right when he's about to give up on life and jump out the windows behind him, he has a life-changing encounter with a stranger who hears his cry for help. He receives the coveted Hearts and Graves business card, a card that is looked upon by some as the holy grail of the music production industry. His first encounter with Hearts and Graves Productions does not go well, as the session was cut short and our camera crew was asked to leave. When we asked why we must leave the studio, the lead producer responded, quote, "This is the worst case we've ever had to deal with, and that they would need time and privacy to fix all the issues related to the artist." We returned several weeks later to see if any progress had been made, and to our astonishment, the once seemingly talentless rapper had improved immensely. Not only was the music of a substantially higher quality, but the artist himself seemed to have been transformed into a completely different persona. He had now abandoned his natural instincts to use words like swagger when rhyming. Our camera crew attended one of his shows the next evening and discovered that he was no longer being bombarded with bottles, beaten with bricks, battered and bruised, a belly up and broken. Instead, he commanded the full attention and support of his audience. The hands seen bouncing rhythmically illustrate the approval of his peers. This moment is a sweet victory for him, as he is now one with his music and is receiving the recognition he has always wanted. Here we see the male attempting the ceremonial Crip walk. Although he has no affiliation to the notorious Crip gang, this still shows great confidence on his part. The young male uses this newfound confidence to hit the streets in search of a female. He roams a familiar territory and spots a female who he finds arousing. The female is enticed by the young man's vigor, and she decides to leave her present company and depart with her new lover. This would normally result in an altercation between the males, but as what can only be viewed as a sign of respect, no action is taken by either party. The young male brandishes the Hudson Graves business card, which we know was the source of his success. He then expels the business card from his possession and drives off. The second of the two remaining males allows his curiosity to get the best of him as he retrieves the card that had fell to the pavement. He then realizes how such a drastic transformation had occurred, and he too now understands the magic of Hudson Graves.
I remember when I was a young man, when it came to the ladies, I was running through them. But then I made the ultimate mistake and I got married. Damn, what the hell was I thinking? Every time I look at my wife, I want to crawl inside of a liquor bottle. And that's exactly what I do. I've been drinking Modiac for the last 17 years. Modiac, a man's drink. A smooth cognac that'll light your chest on fire and make you forget how much of a bitch your wife is.
Do people tell you your beats suck? Are you having trouble getting those 15s to quake? Face it, your beats are whack, and you're probably not going to get any better. But there is hope for your music career. Hearts and Graves is a team of musicians who specialize in taking your shitty music and making music that people will actually enjoy listening to. Sounds crazy, right? You're probably thinking, that's impossible. But just listen to some of their satisfied customers.
Man, I used to get booed off stage constantly. So much I couldn't even get a gig. But now I play 3 shows a week and I don't even get beat up after my shows anymore. That's the magic of Hearts and Graves.
So stop scrolling through those same lame sounds, sitting in the studio for hours trying to bang out that beat. You ain't doing shit anyway. You ain't going nowhere.
Tonight on Sidewalk Empire, corrupt politician Chucky Johnson is growing tired of all the bullshit.
I don't need your bullshit. I need your bullshit like I need a fist up my ass.
Things are heating up.
Think I'm joking? Well, laugh at this.
You won't believe how it ends.
If I kill him, I gotta kill everybody.
The season 9 finale of America's favorite mob television series tonight on Channel 801.
That's right, baby. Mm-hmm. Come on, you.
Yeah, I'm trying. Hang on. I'm trying.
That's it. Again. You know what? I can't do it. I just can't. You should have got a Moldy's.
Erectile dysfunction damaging your love life? Try Moldy's, the new revolutionary alcoholic drink that makes you stand up and be somebody. This drink contains alcohol. Side effects may include diarrhea, vomit, rash, heartburn, blue balls, rectal bleed, loss of memory, diabetes, and atrophic vaginitis. Moldy's does not protect against STDs. Consult a doctor if you show any of these symptoms.
Ooh, that was great. Pass me a Moldy's.
Moldy's.
Thanks, Moldy's.
Hey, Joe. What's going on with you? You seem a little down lately.
I ain't had sex with my wife in 8 months, so...
Chinga, 8 months?
Yeah, she just... I don't know, man. She just doesn't do it for me anymore. Fuck.
No, why don't you just do what I do? Drink a Moldy's.
Moldy's? The drink? Does that shit actually work?
Hell, with your wife, you might need to drink 2 Moldy's.
What?
I'm just kidding.
Moldy's! Get your fuck up!
Goddamn right.
Get the fuck out!